Am I the asshole because I banned my stepfamily from my house and being disrespectful to her? Okay. So I, 28F, am conflicted. This is a long one with some backstory. My dad, Patrick M. 66, divorced my mom, Kathleen F. 61, when I finished high school. They were in their 50s. They had not been working for a long time. He remarried last year to a woman, Shelley 54F, fake name. She has 3 kids, Jacob M. 32, Amelia F. 29, and Alex M. 29. They're twins. My brothers and I didn't really interact with them. However, at the beginning of last year, I inherited my grandfather's estate and got to move into an amazing house. My dad was the one who was supposed to inherit it, but my grandfather was a petty person and gave it to me. I have been in the house since November 18th and have had very few visitors. It was mostly contractors to fix up the home and to build a large fence and refurbish the barn. I was feeling really good about my decorations and how it was a really nice. My brothers Damien M. 36 and his wife Nadine F. 32, Lachlan 30M with his partners David 29M and Marion 33F, and my younger brother Matthew 24M were over to look at the renovations and to plan the holidays when my dad arrived with his new wife. I felt a little upset because I had not invited them. My dad had sprung a lot on us, like the wedding, and I had not even gotten a chance to meet her before we arrived at the wedding. My dad told me about a barbecue that he was having so we could get to know each other. We had a few drinks after with some snacks before people began going home. It seemed normal. I arrived on time, and Shelley huffed when I arrived. I hugged my dad and went to the backyard. I stayed mostly with my siblings and their partners. We are all introverted, so social gatherings are awkward. Dinner felt awkward. I was set in the corner next to the kids. We were all engaging in small talk when suddenly Shelley asked why I was taking antidepressants and a few other medications. She also told me that if I was that unhappy, I shouldn't be in such a big house all by myself. The table went dead silent. I asked why she was in my bathroom. I didn't even know when she had a chance to go into my bedroom or bathroom. Shelley told me that family didn't keep secrets, and it was her job as my new mom to make sure I was okay. I looked at my siblings and they all were shocked. I told her that she wasn't my mom and that going into my bathroom was a gross invasion of my privacy. Shelley told me that I was overreacting and that I was just like my crazy-ass mother. I got up, told her that she was not welcome to my house in the future, and I would not be coming to any family functions that she was participating in until she apologized to me. My siblings walked out with me. They could not believe that she would be so audacious and act like that. My dad called later and told me that I was being sensitive and that Shelley probably just needed to use something from my bathroom. I told him that he was putting on blinders, and this was a red flag. He told me not to talk, told me that until I calmed down and acted like an adult. I don't think that I was being unreasonable, but I am overthinking now and thinking that I might be the asshole. I need some unbiased opinions because I think we might be biased from my dad's blind side with the wedding and everything. Please, I also need advice moving forward. I love my dad, and I want at least be cordial with his new wife. Clarification: they left my house. It was the next day that we went to their house for a barbecue. Update: this is only a small update because of everyone telling me that she was going to try and take my house. I called my dad, which was really heartbreaking. I asked him what he would do if someone went through his things. He said it was different because she was worried about me. He then told me that he spoke to her about his mentally unstable daughter who makes poor choices, and am not lying. I started crying. I asked him if he wanted a relationship with me because his actions were screaming that he no longer wanted me. He let out a deep sigh and asked if I was still talking to my shrink because I was acting just like my mother. I am ashamed to say that I started yelling at him over the phone. How dare he treat me like this? How dare he talk about my personal information with a stranger, and how dare he act like this is okay? I've been medicated since I was 14 because of him. I've given excuses for his actions for years and tried to be a good daughter. To do things that are outside of my character to fit his idea of a perfect daughter. So fuck you. Then I hung up the phone and called my emotional support human, my older brother Damien, and cried to him. He was running errands, I suppose, because he showed up at my house and brought with him ice cream and Baileys. We sat in my bed with my dog Cows and ate ice cream and drank Baileys straight from the bottle. The next confrontation is with Shelley in a day or two. Also, for those worried, if I am institutionalized or anything, my brother Lachlan gets the house. I am also going to call my mom because this has been more upsetting than I thought it would be, and she will fly in and rip my dad a new one. Possibly might punch Shelley too. Right now, I just need booze and the comfort of the strangers from the internet. Update 2. So, Damien summoned the rest of our siblings for emotional support and cuddles, and Marianne freaking called my mom. I called my shrink and explained what was going on, and have a session tomorrow to talk about the emotional roller coaster that I have been on. From what I can tell, Amelia is still talking to my mom about how my dad is being a disrespectful a-hole, and Lachlan is canoodling with David while the rest of my siblings are helping me with chores. I have emailed my lawyer about my will. Many of you are concerned about my dad trying to gain guardianship of me, which will never be an option. In case of that, my older brother would be the one taking care of me. Shelley has tried calling me a few times since hanging up with my dad, but I don't want to talk to her. Right now, Matthew is talking with my dad and Shelley. I have been looking over some of the text he has been sending with updates of what they're saying. My step-siblings have also been talking to me. Amelia told me that her mom was awkward and really just wanted us to like her, but I'm really on the fence if I even want to go and speak with Shelley. I can understand to a point my dad's concerns, but at the same point, I have been healthy and taking care of myself for the past 6 years. I've been doing really well, if I say so myself. I have a great support system with my siblings, and I might even be willing to get to know my step-siblings. Also, my mom is flying in apparently. She has been in Ireland for the past 5 years and has been very happy, but feels that it's time to rip my dad a new one for mistreating her little sison chicken. My parents divorced because my mom was unstable, which was just an excuse. She is bipolar, so she can be a little much. For those worried, my dad has very little info into my mental health. He was the person who got a phone call because he used to be my emergency contact and was at the bottom of the list. Unfortunately, my brothers were not answering, so they contacted him, and all he heard was I was on a 72-hour hold for my own safety. He has held it over my head. I am going to have limited contact with my dad, as many have suggested NC, but I don't want to cut him off. My brothers have been very supportive of me, and with everything that has been going on. They have been making plans because they have been reading this too. They keep telling me I should bring one of my pets to my parents' house and let it loose. From what limited information I have, Shelley is terrified of spiders, and I have a few that would make a lovely addition to their home. There are some really nice spots for a spider to hide/reproduce, but I don't think I will. I don't want them to get squished. I am setting up more security cameras as well as adding locks. My will is still in place from several years ago, stating that everything that I own would be given to my brothers. I have no trespassing signs all over my property, as well as a very good gate that keeps most invaders out. I will update in the next few days with news if there is any.